What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Marvel today. We got Thanos, Infinity War Thanos with the Infintity Gauntlet, right? So it's kind of like a portrait of him, and the glove kind of just coming in from the right-hand side of our image here. He's kind of just holding up the fist, you know? So I'm in a landscape page. Use a pencil and an eraser, and use your pause button, you know, when I move my hand and stuff if I go too fast. Sketch it out, ink afterwards. That's what I recommend, okay? So his head is kind of moved over to the left hand side of the page here. We're not like bang in the middle, we're just, his head is probably here, and the glove will come this way, right? So center line for my page is about here. Right, so middle here, we're going to come up, and we're just going to come over to the left a little bit. Usually the eyes be over here, but we're just going to move over just so we have enough room for the glove, right? And we're going to start with his frowning forehead line. So let's do this. Let's go. Right. Where to begin? So we'll start here, right? So we'll go curved line this way, and we'll just, he's frowning quite heavily, right? So it goes over his eye here, and there can be these sort of bumps coming up this way and sort of going over his eye, right? And down, and we'll go up and kind of around here for his temple and the side of his head, okay? Right, like that. This is like a big frowning sort of line here. And this has like some bumps and stuff on it. Maybe like some light lines just there. Okay. Right, so then his eye is in under here, so he's real small eyes compared to the rest of them, right? So kind of just curves around in under here, okay? So you might see a bit of his eyelid or something just here, going around like so. Right, and then his iris and pupil, so you can just see that kind of a shape. You can just, it's a circle, right? But the top and bottom are cut off by the eyelids. And then his pupil in the center. Then he might have some eyelid lines around underneath, right? So just like kind of a line coming around here, maybe there as well. Right, like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over and do this on the other side, right? So do the same thing kind of again, right? And his frowns are kind of real sort of close together. So we'll go, say here. Right, and curve it around again. This bumping kind of line. Wrinkles and things coming up. You can keep it as even as you want or change it up. And this will kind of come around. Up the side of his head here. Up for his temple on the side of his head like that. And again, you can have some light sort of lines like so. Right, like that. And then his eye, again, starting sort of in here. Curves down. Around. And we'll go up. And maybe like some eyelid. Just coming down here. Similar sort of thing. Skin lines and stuff here in the corner. Okay, and iris, again, a circle. Just imagine the top and the bottom are cut off, and his pupil just there. Right, so then we might have some wrinkles on his nose just coming across this way, so like coming in like here, and coming down like so, just making him sort of bumpy looking, and some lines around his eye, like so. And what we can see of his nose, so you don't really draw in the bridge of the nose in characters usually, right? You'll just like add maybe like some of the lines like that or something, but not much, like just these wrinkles. And then we'll go down and just add his nostrils here, right? Right, so when you get the nostrils in, you can just go around, join them together with the tip of his nose. And then his nostrils are outside this, so they curve around here. You do the same thing on this side. So it's a real wide nose. Maybe like a little bit of the bridge of his nose just there, but not much, just real wide. You can darken up his nostrils a little bit. Like so. That's all you really need to do for his nose. Right, and then his mouth. So real big lips down here, okay? So we got like, we'll do the center line. So we have a top lip, a center line, and then a bottom lip line, okay? So to do this, we'll do the center line just to get it in the right place. So we'll go, curves up, goes down in the middle, back up the other side, and down to the edge of his mouth, right? So it's kind of like a stretched out letter M sort of shape. Right, and then his top lip, so it'll go up again, so up here, go down in the middle, back up the other side, back down to here. Right, so real big lips there on top. And then his bottom lip line is kind of here, so it comes around up to there. Right, and his chin, so way down here, right? So we've got his chin's kind of bumpy, right? So it's like down here, like really far down now. So his chin is way bigger. So like the eyes to the nose will bring it to like nose to the bottom lip. So your nose on this character is like halfway between the eyes and the bottom lip, right? So here to here is about the same as here to here, roughly, okay? Okay, and then that's like way bigger than normal. It's probably like it's like this again. So it goes down and then down, maybe a little bit longer even. Real big chin, okay? And his chin kind of is real bumpy, right? So it bumps across and it goes around gradually. Going around like that, and like it joins, the last one joins the corner of his mouth, right? So it goes up, and then this line goes up to the corner of his mouth, right? So like that, sort of. And this one as well. Kind of like these bending lines going up to his mouth, like so. Right, kind of like that. And then he has all these lines then that go down to these, join these bumps down here. Right, like so. So that's basically his chin, right? So then we have his cheek drawn in, right? So they actually draw in these lines for his cheeks. So they go coming out from the side of his nose, just here, right? So coming down towards his mouth, like that. And then some more on this side, down, like so. We have, so there's this thing called, I think it's called a Cupid's bow or something, the thing that's underneath your nose, right? So it's just on top of his lip, So just have a line there. Right, kind of draw it in. Okay, so there's more texture on his face, but we'll just get the main structure for his face in. So the jaw, up this way, right? It changes direction about here, right? So it's kind of low down compared to the rest of his face, right? So about here, in line with his chin, and then it changes direction up this way. Okay. Real big, wide jaw and face, right? Right, crazy big. And he's got these cheekbones that kind of stick out here close to his ear, right? So this kind of bumps out a little bit from his cheekbones. So we'll go like in here, right? Same thing roughly over this side. Like so. And then his head, we'll go up this way. Keep going up from the cheekbone line. We'll gradually start to go in. Trying to keep it even on both sides. It's tricky. Take your time, right? And like in general, like I'd say because his chin is so big, top of the head to his nose, well, let's go maybe top of the head to eyes. We'll bring it close to the middle of the chin, right? So it's just because if he had a normal chin, we'd be here. So top of the head to the eyes, we'll bring it to if he had a normal chin. So you just have to go, like, in general, eyes would be halfway between top of the head and the chin. But because his chin is so big, it's a little bit different. But like if you went, just so you don't make the head too big, here to here, we'll bring it to like the middle of his chin. So that's the distance you want to be to the top of his head, right? So we'll just go around this way now. Right, and his sort of temple line can come up maybe a little bit further, just up the side of his head, wrinkles here. And he does have some lines that come across his head here as well, so like some extra sort of texture just here. Coming down his head, and maybe lines like that, right, just to make him look a little bit more wrinkly, kind of. And he has some wrinkles like from the edge of his eye, like, you know, maybe like another eye line or something here. Okay, so what else? Where else does he have lines and textures and stuff? Oh, he's got like a texture, like a line just coming up his jaw here. It's a light one, kind of joins his cheekbone. Like so. And then he does have these 3 scars. Well, they're not scars, they're like part of his skin coming from his lip here. 1, 2. Is there a third? Yeah, coming from the corner of his mouth. Like there. And then it like curves around his cheek and goes up towards his eye. And then another one here. So it's like a real light sort of line. Goes up that way. 1, 2, 3. Another one going like here. And we do some on this side as well. Maybe goes up the side of his head a little bit here. Right, okay. So I'll thicken up these lines just to distinguish them from the cheek lines, you know, just add a bit of a shadow to them. Right, but that's his head, right? So that's how to draw Thanos' head. Bye, everyone. No, we'll keep going. So the ear curves around here, like so, right? So it lines up kind of with his eyebrow and then his nose. And that's kind of the general rule with ears with characters who are facing straight forward. Top of the ear will line up with the eyebrows, and the bottom earlobe will line up with the kind of the bottom of the nose there. And then for lines inside, for cartilage inside the ear, you start with this kind of J. It's a good way to start, right? That's what I like to do anyway. Right, kind of like that. You could leave it like that if you want. It's enough for some people. Then other people like to add a little bit more. Shadow down here. Right. Just texture on his lips a little bit. Okay, so can't see the shoulder here. Can see the shoulder here and his like chest plate armor, right? So, and his neck. So his neck is kind of real big on this side, kind of like curves a little bit, coming down into here. Can't see the neck here. We can just see the color of his armor, right? So I'll start that. Like sticks out like so. And it'll go around the back of his neck, close to his ear. Go down to there. So top line here, top line there. Okay. So then, okay, we'll do like the center. So the center, we're in 3/4 pose, right? So like the center line for his chest is here, and it's done with armor. You can't really see the chest line. So what we'll do is we'll just bring our armor this way a little bit. Now that might go underneath the glove, but we gotta just finish this and then we'll do the glove. So this kind of curves down this way. Okay, like that. And then his body's kind of turned away from us a little bit, right? So this armor goes off this way. And then the armor on the other side is like here, kind of comes out close to his neck. So like curves around like so. Right, and then we can see the edge of it. So there's a line here, goes down like so. So that's like the edge, and then there's another. Can you see the top? Yeah. So it curves that way, and then there's a line in here, right? And this kind of goes behind his neck, so you can't like. There's a lot of shadow in here, so you can't see much. So we'll just add this kind of shadow, just a dark section here. There's like another neck area, kind of there. And then neck muscle, so like big sort of neck muscle line there. Another one coming out from the center, going this way. Something else here. Right, so like so, and maybe like you can see a little sort of top of his chest or something. Coming across here, maybe something there. Okay, and then maybe an Adam's apple line or something just here, light line. Right, so shoulder on this side. So we got like the armor over here. So the collar part comes out from behind his neck, just up here. Okay, so curves around and goes down. Like the top line there. And this will go diagonal this way. So we'll try and get our main shape in first. So we'll go like this. All right, and then this has a bump here because there's another piece of armor and a bump there. And we'll just roughly get that in. And then the shoulder armor comes around like so. And then the chest armor goes down this way. All right. Then his shoulder sticks out here. Quite big, so like so, and like a tricep or something here, like that. And then he has like sort of these texture lines on his shoulder as well, kind of like the ones that are on his face. Okay. And then we have more gold plate armor on his shoulder here. So this will go this direction. And then it goes like down. Up. And around from this bump down to there. Okay, and then we have like some edge lines and things on this. So goes up. Down to there. And there. And there's something else on the inside here. Down into there. And we'll just keep our edge going. So, and then break it up like that. And maybe another line here somewhere. Right, like so. And then there's like something else coming down from the corner here. Seems to go around his chest down here. Like a dark armor section or something. And then the next piece of gold armor comes out down towards the center of his chest and down here. Like that. And then something else going down here. And then some lines that come across this section. There. All right, and then top of his chest armor, we have all these patterns and designs inside, right? So this has, first of all, a kind of an edge to it. Goes in like that. Right, and then like another edge that goes the whole way around, starting down here. So you just go real close to the edge, trace that line again. Right, like that. And then it'll go down this way. Right, like that. And more lines inside again. So we'll do this kind of as simply as we can. So this one kind of comes down around here. Back up. Kind of joins this back up here somewhere. And that's a double line. And when you get down to here, you go across. And then you go back up. And so there, and in this section we got like, it's broken up into like rectangles or something. Right, like so. Right, then there's more patterns and stuff inside, but it's like extra detail. And if you want to do that, work away. I'll just leave it sort of like that. Just to keep things simple. Right, and then on the other side, so his armor goes this way again, maybe a little bit longer. Down that way. And then comes out this side, out there. Comes back down, like so. And then we'll sort of try and make both sides a little bit similar. So we'll give this one an edge. So to there. Then it comes down this side. We're just giving like a raised up sort of golden section. Like that, and then we'll do another. Down into the corner. Here around. Then kind of comes back around up to here. Up into there, and then we go again. So again, there is like a lot more detail on this, but I won't bore you with that. Right, so we'll attempt this glove of his now. Well, some of his shoulder. We'll draw in just some of his shoulder armor kind of here. And then comes down maybe to there. And that glove is here, okay? So I guess the easiest place to start would be the knuckles and things, right? So knuckles up here. So where the fingers come out, we'll do those knuckles first, right? So because it's kind of easier. So it like bumps across sort of here, real big now because his arm is extended out, right? So the hand is like bigger than his head. Okay, that's the main thing to remember. So it goes out, step up, go across, down, step up, go across, down, step up, sticks out the edge here, right? And then the knuckles are folded over, but we'll do the edge here, so it comes down this way, right around that. Might go over some of these lines, but you can just erase them, and then this kind of sticks down this way. Then the bottom of the glove comes across here, step up, step back down in the middle. And then this goes up this way. Kind of step out, in, back up, right? And then the side of the glove, or the gauntlet, should I say, comes this way, down, like so. Like there's a jewel on this side, an infinity stone. So we'll do the infinity stone on this side, Just trying to, yeah. So we'll do where it's held. So it goes around here. Kind of comes out, in, and then sticks out again around here. Kind of this round shape that kind of sticks out. And then this has another sort of line in the middle of it here. And then another one around here. And then we can see the time stone, I think, sticking out this way. Okay, and then you can color that, you know, the green sort of color. And then, so this will go another line here and then back up to the knuckle, right? So that's our main shape. Up here we've got fingers, right? And they're done sort of metallic sort of looking, right? So it goes up first. So we've got like a couple of changes of direction, right? So it goes up, in, down, like that. And you got like something sticking across here. And we have another finger here, sticks up, goes down. Knuckles changed, bending over, but we'll just draw kind of knuckles sticking out like this first. Like so, and then another one here. Right, and then there's all details on these. So we've got like an edge line on this side here. So these kind of, I don't know what you'd call them, really, just like pieces of armor coming across the top of the knuckle there. Down the side. Something else in here. Like so. Another one here. And then more lines coming down the center. Like that. And now we can finish his shoulder because it goes in behind the hand just here. Okay, and maybe we should see like some of his chest. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, there's a line there for chest armor. So like just underneath here maybe. So armor comes down, so the chest, yeah. We'll bring it around here. Okay. So the rest of the gauntlet. So we got the gems, right? The Infinity Stones. So big one in the middle, that's probably the easiest way to start. So it just like goes around here. Right, like so. And like if you want, you can break that up into like angles and shapes. You know, kind of this kind of stuff. Right, something like that. You can do as much of that now as you want. And then there's another line that goes around, right? So it just curves around like this. It's like what's holding it in to his glove, and then maybe like some more texture around here. Right, like so, and then this has an edge line. And an edge, just when we reach here, we got like another plate of armor or something sticking off his thumb area, like so. And then this comes down to there, down like so. Right, and then 4 more gemstones. One here, here, and they all have armor around them as well. So right, and then you can break them up on the inside if you want. So you can just, the easiest way is just like add these sort of angles coming around like that, and then coming from the corners of them, just like that kind of thing, right? Or you can break it up more, but it's up to you how much of this you want to do, you know. This one's probably like a little bit more. Change direction, gone that way. Right, and then around these, then we have more armor. Bring them around like so, and this one's kind of like going into the glove. So you've got this piece that comes around here. And then another one here. Do another line around. And keep going. Add it again. Another line coming around this one. This one's kind of raised up a little bit, and then this comes back this way. Like so, and then there's like some bolts and stuff. Got that line on this. Here, here. And if you want, like, you can add some cracks, scratch marks, you know, dots and things, dirt. And then there's a couple more armor plates down here. We just got to break this up, right? So it sticks out that way. And where's the other side? Here. Down into there. We give this edge, corner, another line that way. Like a line here, scratch marks. And this side has a pretty thick edge here. And then this goes down to the corner, another line around the edge that way, going up around there, and we break the middle up. Lines like this. Line there. Line coming across the top. Let's see, maybe there's more. Just break this up again. Bolt, bolt. More line this way, this way, this way. That way, that way. Okay, and so add maybe a bit more texture to the stones. Right, but that's it. That's how to draw Thanos with the Infintity Gauntlet. Hope it's helpful, guys. Thanks very much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.